Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 3. Since last time, I've made a couple of little changes. Nothing to you. I think I moved some of your stuff around, but I can't remember. But the big thing is I turned on Berserk for Cliff finally. He was the only one who was a holdout up to this point, and the main reason for that was now that I have Fists of Fury, I have the only skill that I want him to use when he's close range, because he'll lock enemies out so they won't be able to hit him. Makes him a great tank, and Hammer of Might's great for hitting enemies from a distance, so that's mainly where I'd want him to use that. Before, the reason why I had it offset, one Hammer of Might in short range and one in long range, was I wanted him to be able to use something useful, whether he was close or long range. Over here with Nell, I've made a couple of changes. For mainly just for the upcoming area. If I didn't mention so last time, with that boss that we fought, it was kind of a pain in the ass, but I think I've modified it slightly. Again, you do want Whirlwind on at least one slot. It doesn't matter if it's short or long range, whatever. And you also want Ice Daggers as well, specifically on long range. You could do like a combination of Ice and Whirlwind or something if you wanted, but whatever. The other thing is, now that I have everyone at attack and defense level 5, there's not a significant amount of difference for the next few levels, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. What I am going to do is start working on HP and MP for my other party members. Specifically, I want to kind of balance it out and keep my HP and MP levels kind of somewhat balanced. As you can see, Nell has no HP, and unfortunately she has no extra stat points right now. But she has plenty of MP. Cliff had no MP, way too much HP. And Fate was really well balanced, which is why you got one of each. Now, since we got here, there's actually one other thing that we can do here. Now, I haven't really talked about this too much. Let's avoid that guy, hopefully. Is way back in Suferio, I guess that wasn't that long ago. Valuables, there we go. We have the ancient books from that side quest. Now, each of these has its own little explanation of where it is, and each of these books leads to a hidden item that's not in a chest or in any particularly obvious place. The only one that I usually get, I've never actually completed this side quest, is this one, and this one's in such an obvious place that I got it without even looking at the book. Some of these are here. At least I think it's 7 that I got. I got one of them usually per playthrough. But I was actually reading recently, and I think there's actually a time limit on this side quest. There's a certain boss that you beat midway through the game that's like kind of the end point. Once you beat him, all of these treasures disappear, so I want to get them before that. But after we get the item that allows us to break all of these little barriers that are preventing me from getting the treasure chest, because I don't want to go back, which is what I have to for a lot of these items. This one is number 6. This one I don't have to break anything, and I'm already here. Most of the other ones are in areas we've either already been or are going to go later. So I'll pick them up on the way, assuming I remember. If not, I will wait till I get this item, and then we'll get it on the way back. And here we get a Demon Bane cross, which is kind of useless, actually. Yeah, 30% negates special attacks by demons. One type of enemy. I don't get it. It's got no stats. It's basically useless. Have I gone over all the junk I've picked up in here? Anything in here I need to show off? I don't think so. Most of it, Warrior's Bracelet we've already had. Pretty much everything's kind of what you would expect it to do. The adorable kitty doll that we got a while ago is just for recruiting someone. I haven't done that yet because, again, that revolves going back. I think I mentioned that before. That's Mayu, the lady in the Kurlsa training facility, and I need to break a bunch of stuff to get more treasures before I go there. So, now that we've done that, can I get through here? There we go. So, yeah, there's pretty much nothing else we can do here other than move forward. So let's take the camera. We recruited What's-His-Nuts. We talked to most of these people, which say nothing interesting. And yeah. All we gotta do is haul the copper out. And apparently there's a hauler here, though I don't think we ever see it. Anyway, make sure you're either run back to the save point and save before this, or you're just really well prepared. Let's see. No voice acting in a scene that looks like it's part of the plot. I think we all know what time it is. Outside. Did you see something? We saw a white screen. And
the Dragon Brigade.
I don't know why the dialogue starts now.
Good job getting this far, but I'm afraid it was all in vain. Reinforcements?
We're doomed.
Looks like we took too long.
That's a Princess Mononoke
You
reference
guys load
if
the
you
copper.
missed
Leave
it.
the fighting to us.
The only reason I bothered to reveal that is so I could tell you to go watch that movie because it's awesome. God, that
Lay them
voice.
to waste.
Now,
In your
hello?
dreams.
Yeah, so this battle is actually not a boss fight, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in close, use Whirlwind, and it doesn't work very well when the enemies, well, that was particularly ineffective. I had planned on using Whirlwind in the middle of all of them, but Cliff annihilated them, so I didn't even get a chance. That's the only reason I put Whirlwind on, because after the soldiers...
The copper's loaded!
Go, go, go!
No. Someone has to deal with the Dragon Brigade. You go on ahead. We'll hold them off.
Oh,
Just
God.
go. Hurry.
Don't worry. We'll catch up with you later, I promise. Now get that copper to Dion.
Good luck. Marlene, let's go.
At least they didn't give her another line.
Don't even think about it.
I think we avoided the worst case scenario.
Bah, what could you possibly accomplish by looting some copper? Or maybe it's for that new weapon of yours.
How do you know about that?
I wonder.
Don't underestimate us. We've known about it for quite some time now. You don't have a monopoly on spies, you see.
Aha!
Why, you...
Whatever this runological
They haven't
wonder
made it
force
obvious
turns out
who
to
the
be,
spy
it won't
is
help
yet,
you
so
win the war.
I'll
The
keep it to
weak will
myself.
always fall to the strong.
They kind of
Good
mention it
enough
half-heartedly
posture.
later, if I recall.
Surrender.
Don't make me laugh.
So these two are Fate and Cliff, huh? You both are quite impressive.
His voice actor sounds kind of
It's
lazy.
not too late, you know. Join with us. If you refuse, you'll die.
Wait. Join you or die? I can't decide which is worse.
Didn't we get that
Never join you.
option
And I
once
don't even
before?
Die either.
Yeah, Nell gave
Thought
us that
you'd have a
option when
little
she
more
rescued
sense.
us.
What a pity.
Anyway, this is the actual boss fight. They are immune or absorb
You
wind,
wasted my time.
which is why I want Ice Blades on, run, not get hit, because there are battle trophies to get for this. Yeah, so standard battle trophies from these two. Basically, use Nell, avoid, use long range. You're not going to win the war. I'm going to win the war. Anyway, we got a couple more battle trophies, which is nice. There we go. And after that boss fight, we get...
I don't believe it. Still, your fate shall be.
I'm reminded of a scene from a certain movie. I don't know which.
We better get back to Aquios fast. Now that Airyglyph knows we are working on the new weapon, we don't have much time.
You're right.
Alright, with that being said, they actually give us a good option here. They advise us to go back to the refinery and rest up. And I think there's actually a free resting point if you talk to one of the people back there. But more importantly than that, I am going to go and use an actual save point, and probably a save state too because I'm paranoid. But yeah, I highly, highly recommend it because, yeah, you'll need it. You just talk to this guy here, and you get warped back to the refinery. So I'll just take care of saving and healing off screen, and I'll meet you back here in a moment. Okay, we're back. Now, I didn't mention this ahead of time, and I probably should have. I kind of did it haphazardly. Is when you come to this area, and I don't think you have the option as soon as you've entered the area. Maybe I'll put an annotation if I remember in previous episode so that you remember to do this. But yeah, you want to have at least 5 EM Bomb MPs if you want to get a certain battle trophy. Now, this is completely optional. You don't have to do this. But an upcoming situation is going to enable us to get a battle trophy by using bombs. Specifically the EM Bomb MPs. If you have the other ones, they won't do you any good. You could go, I think, what is it, EM Stun Bomb if you manage to make one of those, though they're much more difficult to make than these ones. You need enough to take off, and these take off 600 MP a pop. I think it's 2600 MP, and I think you need 5 of these at 600, so 3000, yeah, so that would do it enough. And in order to do this, it's basically the battle trophy is defeat such and such of an enemy by only using items. And the enemy has a lot less MP than he does HP, so we're going to do it that way. In order to make this work, I've also gone into my tactics and I've set everyone to do nothing. So you can just select there, select something, and do nothing. Puts everyone on manual control, so they won't attack and ruin your, only attacking with items, chain, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, with that being said, let's move on. Once, we've got that figured out, we need to head out this way so that we can head back to follow those other people. Where am I going here? I want to go this way. I believe it's right down here, isn't it? Arius? Is that where we're headed? No, I don't want to fight you. Go away. Why is there no icon there? See the map? There's no yellow. Why can't I go in here?
What's this?
Balls.
Tynaeve! Farlene!
Damn, they didn't get away?
I thought something intriguing might be afoot. And now we meet again. I'm glad I came out to play today.
Albel.
What a pity. We had to seize your precious cargo.
So sorry!
Silence, maggot.
Albel loves that word.
How dare you do this to my people?
You mean these two? They resisted when we tried to seize the goods. They didn't put up much of a fight.
I wouldn't expect them to.
Dropped like flies.
Someone's just a wee bit insane.
You
Won't get away with this.
no getting off the hook for free today, ladies. I'm not through playing. Besides, this time you might even give me a little sport.
Oh yeah? Try us! We have a way of taking the fun out of things for our enemies.
I'll be the judge of that. Now, let's see what you've got.
Okay, and we have the much anticipated boss time. Now, this fight, like I was mentioning before, and I didn't want to mention who it was, but you can actually win with EM Bomb MPs. Now, you only have to kill Albel with these in order to do it. Like, he's actually a reasonably tough opponent. Specifically, he's got 2 soldiers with him. I don't care about that, but if you do defeat him with just items, you get a battle trophy for it. I'm probably going to do this. Maybe I'll save it, maybe I won't, I don't know. But I just kind of want to show it happening. If you notice in the bottom left corner of the screen there, that can't use item command, yeah, you have a cooldown after using an item, so just kind of dodge it away. Don't worry about your other people. This is why I recommend Nell for doing this, because the other two have much more HP. And yeah, so just keep doing this. Eventually, we'll finish him off. Ow. You may have heard that. He has a very reminiscent skill for those of us who've played Star Oceans before. He's got Air Slash. Now, he should have been dead. I don't know why he wasn't. There we go. Beat enemies of 100 types. Why didn't I get the battle trophy for beating him? Someone must have hit him with an ore or something like that. But basically, this is what you want to do with this one. I don't have any other attack items to finish off this guy with, do I?
Whirlwind!
Well, here's Whirlwind. As you can see, it does quite a decent amount of hits, and it also knocks the enemy down when you're done. Unfortunately, they're not going to let me do much. Unfortunately, I didn't get the battle trophy for that, but I did get another one. I'm going to go off-screen, jump back, and fight the battle again, this time without wasting all those items. Or maybe I'll try again to see if it'll work. For some reason, it didn't want to let me get the battle trophy for that. I'll see what I can do. If I can make it work, I'll show it on screen. If not, I will see you after beating the boss without wasting all my items. There we go. I'm not sure how much of that I'll show on screen, but basically what I did in this fight is I just put him, Fate, in my party, and basically you just go to the replace and move your characters out. And I got battle trophies for defeating Hellbell with only items, as well as just winning a battle in general with only items. Now, it's hard to kind of explain how this works. For some reason, you have to defeat the soldiers as well, so you probably need more than 5, like I was thinking. You'll probably need 7 to be safe. You need 5 to take out him, and then you need 1 to take out each of the enemies. Though they're only normally single targeting, but they do have a little bit of kind of a range on them, so that you can fight, or not fight, but hit enemies that are close, which is what I was able to do here. So anyway, that's how you do that. You could put, I think you can move Fate out of the party, though I'm not sure. Anyway, might as well save that. I'll probably end up resetting and using Nell if I can, because she needs to experience more. And I turned on event skip because that was irritating me.
You put up a better fight than I...
I kind of kill the whole ore around this guy by
be.
taking him out with items while running around the field.
More?
Gladly. I won't be defeated by the likes of...
A little late there, buddy.
Let's go, Cliff.
Huh?
We gotta get Tynav and Farlene to a doctor fast. And we got the copper. No reason to stick around here.
Yeah, you're right.
But shouldn't we take care of this little problem first?
He's not a problem.
Yeah, well, it's just like he said. Easy wins have never been my style.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there. I have no interest in trouncing weaklings either.
Let's go.
And we just leave him there, on the ground, complaining, whining, and bitching. And a very strange scream. Who the hell knows?
I'm sorry, Claire. Please take care of Tynav and Farlene.
So they're gonna be okay? We're just gonna get long periods of silence instead?
Of course. Don't worry about them.
Well, that's good. At least they're gonna be
Are you
okay.
going back to Aquios?
Of course. We've got business to take
Yes.
care of.
Somehow information about the top-secret new runological weapon that we developed The Thunder Arrow was leaked to Airyglyph.
I think this is the first time they've
I must
actually
report
named
to
the
Her
weapon.
Majesty as soon as possible. They're not fools. They must be planning something.
Of course.
As for that leak, one of my subordinates has gone missing. He disappeared right after you came back. There is a good chance he was passing information on to Airyglyph. This is truly unfortunate.
I see.
Nell, let's go.
Now, I'm not sure if they ever
Right.
mention it any later on. I think that's all we get. And we also get some new inventors. But I believe it was the random guy that we saw as we left the Queen's Chambers in Aqueous. The guy that we had the little non-voice dialogue sequence with. So yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. There's nothing else we can do here. Just kind of get out of my way. Thank you. So yeah, we got access to some new people here. Let's take a look at them. So yeah, let's go to tactics, replace. If we just put them back in, can I? Oh, I can take them out. Cool. So I'll go back and I'll do that with just Nell. That way I'll get her some additional experience because she really needs it. Anyway. There we go. OCD. I wanted to look at this. Show you guys. Oh, bugger. Episode was long enough. I want to show you something very briefly.
In the restroom? She's been in there an awfully long time. What the?
Sorry about that. Okay, now for the report.
And she gets that wand out of the middle of nowhere. Like she teleports it in. It's probably an
Hey there,
invention.
how's new product development
Anyway,
going?
latest info, shops.
New product has been
We got those that I don't care about. And we have access to some new inventors. Gotham sucks. As you can see, his talent is garbage, and there's no real reason to recruit him, but I will anyway. Macwell is actually quite useful. As you can see, he's got a decent talent for alchemy. We can actually start to do some alchemy once we have him, though I will wait for one other before I really do anything, because just him, I can't make any of the useful items, though I can make some items. And Rigel. She has a very good talent for cooking. Unfortunately, her recruiting item takes a decent amount to get. It's made by item creation, so you don't have to worry too much about that. But anyway, yeah, so I'll get that later. I want to pick up Mayu first so that I have some decent cooks so that I can make the item through item creation that I need to recruit Rigel. So that'll be some time away. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I can put those on there. I did go over the Amulet of Freedom. That was the one thing I meant to go over that I didn't. Or at least I think I didn't go over it. Amulet of Freedom. Immunity to paralysis. No chance of breaking this time. Not that I need it. Especially not anymore. Brooch of Foot works much better. Actually, I think it's better than the Warrior's Bracelet. Oh, not quite. The additional hit percentage is definitely worth it at this stage, now that we've got enough attack power to warrant it. As you get more attack power, base attack power, the 10% increase will end up being much better. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, and I'll see you guys in Aqueous next time.